The recent Proud Family episode that embraces reparations and white privilege is exactly what our children are going to turn into if we don't push back on our schools' adoptions of transformative social and emotional learning. The first thing you need to know about social and emotional learning is that these people are master wordsmiths. When they say something, it is designed specifically to lull parents into a false sense of security. In fact, the original campaign for social and emotional learning was how to sell SEL to parents. It's not so hard to sell it to schools because it comes with so much funding. In fact, one university is getting over $60 million as long as 20% of that goes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And where is this money coming from? It's coming from none other than emergency medical relief. So, what does medical relief funds have to do with education? Good question. Transformative social and emotional learning is about teaching our kids, one, how to think, not to think critically, but rather that there is only one way to be correct, that there is only one truth, and that truth is whatever their teachers tell them it is. If you or your child are to question this, you are accused of whiteness and showing your privilege, and that doesn't matter what color of skin you have. Two, it teaches our kids to take action, usually in the form of a protest, to make signs, particularly for rallies, and to get loud. On that episode, you'll notice that there's lots of drums and repeating of the same word over and over again, and they do it in kind of a very cool, grabbing your attention sort of way. This is called choosing a disruptive strategy, and our children through SEL are supposed to be able to do this tactic by the time they are in 8th grade. Our children are being taught to push forward a goal or an objective without even realizing that they're being part of a collective is actually being the foot soldiers for the corporate organizations that they think they're against. In fact, in that particular episode, the kids even say that they're against global conglomerates while working for Disney. Last is that it teaches our children to not be grateful. If you know anything about the Proud family, Penny comes from a middle-class home. Her mother is a veterinarian. Her father is a successful entrepreneur. She has nice clothes, a beautiful school, lots of friends, a lot to be grateful and happy for in her life. And instead, she screams that they are slaves and that they've never had anything done to make up for this. These kids are spouting out their truth with no understanding of the truth or no appreciation for the sacrifices made for them to be in the place they are today. The ultimate point is that transformative social and emotional learning is about turning our children into activists. It doesn't matter if it's about race, culture, or climate change. Through transformative social and emotional learning, children will be taught to do the work of creating a collective utopia without even realizing that the work that they are doing is furthering the agenda of those who will keep their boot on their neck. As unfair as it is, our children are on the front lines. They are bombarded from every side through what they're learning in their schools to what they're watching on television in their leisure time. It is imperative that we stand up and be the parents and protectors our children need us to be.